My name is Cynthia Rodriguez. I'm the Community Organizer and Outreach Coordinator with Austin Parks Foundation, and I'm also the Physical Activity Organizer with Go Austin, Vamos Austin, GAVA. So Austin Parks Foundation is a nonprofit. We help bridge the gap between what the city is able to provide in terms of funding and resources and what our parks and our green spaces need. So we all help our residents make changes at their parks and their green spaces, and we partner with GAVA to help the residents of the 78744 and 78745 zip codes make changes to their parks and green spaces. GAVA focuses on improving access. It's a resident-led coalition where residents are working to improve access to places where they can be physically active and also have access to healthier foods. So I help support the residents who are working to improve their park and their green spaces. The park adoption teams that are there, there's 13, they're very active in the community, and they've been really powerful leaders in their community and helping bring about some amazing transformations in their parks, trails, and other green spaces in the 78744, 78745 zip codes. And in order to be successful in these areas, in order for the residents to have success in the work that they're doing, it really requires a lot of community engagement on the part of the residents. So because this is a resident-led coalition, the residents are the ones who are reaching out to their neighbors. They're reaching out to the schools in the area, to community groups in the area, to find out what it is that the community wants to see in their parks and their green spaces. They hold meetings in their homes or maybe at the parks themselves. So they really do a lot of work in trying to engage the community to find out what it is that the neighbors and the parents want to see change. And then all of the changes that are brought on in the area are done by the residents themselves. And so they do this by working together and by collaborating with other neighborhood like institutions or organizations to bring about different park infrastructure or different change to these areas. So that piece is incredibly important. Without that community input and without engaging with their neighbors, the park groups would not know what it is that the neighborhood needs or wants, and they wouldn't have the support of the community in making these changes as well. So in these two zip codes, in 78744 and 78745, the population is pretty diverse. In 78744, there's actually, I think, a large majority of the population are Spanish speakers, and at 78744, 78745, it's pretty evenly split. So in order to engage the communities, you really have to be able to meet people where they are, and obviously communicate and to have different strategies for doing outreach in both languages. So having diversity within the park groups and ensuring that you're reaching out to all of the population and ensuring that you're able to reach them in their language and also in the manner that they feel most comfortable with. So whether that be by text message or maybe flyers or sending an email, that you're really doing all you can to engage the community in a wide variety of ways so that you can have the input. So that's been really important, I think, in the work that these groups have done, is just making sure that they're engaging the community in a wide variety of ways because the community is so diverse. So there are about 15 different park and green space team in the physical activity sector. So these groups are focused on improving their parks and their green spaces, but also increasing access to places where people can be physically active in general in these two zip codes. So it started off as just a couple of individuals like coming together to write down some ideas of what it is they wanted to do, has really transformed into really amazing work and changes that these groups have brought to their communities. So they now meet once a month they participate in trainings, they do group planning together, they strategize on how to meet with their council members and advocate for their own needs within their community. They also meet with the district and other school staff to ensure that their parks and that physical activity is being brought to their neighborhoods. So they are actually, I think, some of the most active park adopter groups that we have in the city of Austin. Austin Parks Foundation helps support park adopter groups all over Austin. So we have been able to work closely through our partnership with GAVA to help ensure that the residents within these 2 zip codes have the support that they need in order to be successful in their efforts.